back to my channel. So the topic I wanted to talk about today is something that I see as a growing issue in the modeling industry. It's something that when I started modeling, I wasn't sure if it was right or wrong, but now that I'm more experienced and I know more about the industry, I realize that is totally wrong. This is also something I feel like is not talked about enough in the modeling industry, and I want to bring that here, talk about it on my channel, and hopefully let everyone who watches this video know that you shouldn't be partaking in this, and hopefully we can spread the word. What I'm talking about specifically is brand ambassador deals through social media. I'm not sure if you've ever gotten messages on Instagram from different accounts and recruiters from brands that say, "Hey, I'm Whitney and we think you're perfect for our brand. We've been doing a search for ambassadors and we'd love to invite you to participate." Which honestly, being a brand ambassador sounds really fun. And especially right now where we live in a world where being an influencer seems like the ultimate dream job, if you don't know what this message really is and what's behind it, why they're reaching out to you, then you would think, wow, this is amazing. I'd love an opportunity like this. So yes, of course, I will be your brand ambassador. Really and honestly, in every situation that I have seen, you should always answer no to these types of messages. And I'll tell you why. So the short answer is they are using you. That's not an exaggeration. These brands are just using you. And here's how you can tell. For one, what are they offering you? Usually the messages that I see say one of three things. The first is they offer you their products at a discounted price, usually around 30% off. In return, you take pictures, give the pictures to this account, and they use it to post on their social media. And this is a big issue for several reasons, but let's start with the first thing. Number one, it's just a trick to get you to buy something because you never would have bought something from this brand otherwise. You probably never heard of this brand before. They're just trying to find new people to buy their products. They need some sales, so they're like, what can we do? Let's reach out to everyone in the world. Offer them 30% off to be a brand ambassador. But maybe you would think, oh, well, they have 70,000 followers on Instagram. Maybe it would be good for exposure. Maybe I could do it for that reason. Honestly, I don't trust people's Instagram followers anymore. I don't trust that 70,000 is actually 70,000. There are a lot of fake accounts out there. Don't trust the number that you see on their followers. And ever since Instagram started hiding likes, so now you can't even see how many likes they're getting per post. So if they have 70,000 followers, but they're getting 70 likes per post, that's really, really bad engagement. And that would not give you any sort of exposure whatsoever by giving them photos of yourself. If you really are interested in what they're saying though, make sure you ask for screenshots of their analytics. You want to see their engagement to see if it would be worth it, which I don't think exposure is ever worth it as pay. Another thing wrong with this deal is that what you're giving them is free product shots, free modeling. They're saving so much money by you giving them a free photo. Think of all the people they would have to pay to put on a professional photo shoot. They'd have to pay for a studio, a photographer, an editor. Then they have their model, their stylist, they need a makeup artist. You even have to pay an agency in order to use the model that you're using. If they can find a way to avoid paying for all that, they will. And then also, this is such a big problem because if you're giving them an image of you, they can take that and run with it and do whatever they want. They put it on whatever website they want. They can't just use an image of you for however long they want, wherever they want, and you not getting paid for that. The same thing applies if the brand is offering you free stuff in return for photos. I mean, sure, they're giving you something for free, so you're kind of getting something out of it. But at the end of the day, they're saving so much money by giving you something for free that to them is worth $5. And maybe they're taking a hit on not selling that same $5 product for $45, but they're saving hundreds of dollars by not having to do a photo shoot. The other thing I see is they'll offer you a discount code. They'll say, we'll give you X amount percentage off for yourself, and then if anyone uses your code, then you make 10% off of the sale for that. Sounds too good to be true, right? Again, would you ever have known about this brand? Would you ever have bought something from this brand? Would any of your friends have known about this brand or bought something from this brand? If it's not a brand your friends are already shopping from, they're not gonna go to this website and buy something just so they can use your code, unless maybe they're like really good friends or something and they have a lot of money. I don't know. The other thing you really have to consider is, why would they be reaching out to me? What are they really genuinely going to get out of me being a face for their brand? I have like 920 followers on Instagram. I have 455 subscribers on YouTube. Like, my circle of influence is very, very small. So it doesn't make any sense for a brand to reach out to me to try and push their products or be a face for their brand. There's no benefit to using me. I have nothing to offer them except for like my good looks and my charm. If I had 100,000 followers, really good analytics, really good engagement, and a brand reached out to me to be a brand ambassador, they would have to pay me to use my image, to be on their website, because I have something of value that they want. They want my influence. These brands, their standards are so low, they're not willing to pay for professional photographers, professional models, even anyone who has the influence to actually reach their brand. The bottom line of all that talk, they're just using you. That's why they're reaching out. The second major point I want to make is that when these sorts of deals come through on social media, all they do is hurt the real modeling industry, because these brands are taking these opportunities which should go to professional models, professional photographers, professional makeup artists, and saying, we don't want to pay for that, let's just give it to this person over here. They'll do it for free. So you're taking a real job opportunity from someone who is a professional. Like, it wouldn't be so bad if they would pay you rather than pay this person, but they're not paying you either. There's money left on the table. And when you accept this sort of work, brands know they can get away with it, and they can do it again. They can reach out to you again. They know, hey, there are people out there who are willing to do this. We never have to pay for a photo shoot ever again. And then you have a whole bunch of working professionals, talented people, models, makeup artists, photographers, who are not going to get paid because no one's going to hire them because they're like, Susan will do it for free. So don't ever do anything for free if at the end of the day someone is making money. That's like, period. Like, is a commandment. Whether you are a model or not. You might think, I'm not a real model, why would they pay me? Well, if they're making money, they need to pay you. People who aren't models especially are at risk for being used by brands like this, because you don't know the ins and outs of the modeling industry and what should be happening. You don't know when something is wrong with the situation that you're in. So you're putting yourself at risk, honestly, by taking opportunities like this. So when you agree to do something for free, not only are you telling them that you are now cheap and you can work for free and they can get you to do this again, but now they know they can find this in other places too. Because if one person is willing to do it, then other people will be willing to do it. These brands are now thinking they're getting away with something, that they've hacked the system. They never have to hire anyone ever again because someone will do it for free. And that's how you know they don't care about their brand. They don't care about anything except selling and making money. Otherwise, they would care that they get good quality photos that will actually sell their products so much better. If you have a model who knows what they're doing, a photographer who knows what they're doing, and honestly, everyone is good at taking pictures to some degree at this point because of Instagram and smartphones, and everyone's beautiful. I truly believe anyone could be a model. Modeling is a skill that can be learned by anyone. But just taking a photo and posting it on Instagram, even as cute as it could be, does not make you a model. You have to know so much technique to be a model. Beauty is not enough to be a model. You have to have the technique and the skill. And if you are a model and you come across these opportunities and you think, oh, I'm just getting started, I want to get my feet wet, get some experience, have something to add to my portfolio or my resume, so you think, yeah, I would go for this, do not do it. When you make the decision to be a model and you're seeking paid opportunities, at that point, you yourself are a brand. You need to market yourself accordingly. That's why it helps to have an agency, because they can help you market yourself to get paid opportunities. Now, doing stuff for free does not lead to paid opportunities. Now, I'm not talking about doing trade shoots and working with other creatives. I'm speaking specifically about opportunities that someone's making money at the end of the day, but they're not willing to pay you. Someone's making money, you need to be getting paid too, no matter what your experience level is. And as your own brand, you need to know where to set your boundaries, and if you lower your standards so much that you're doing free work, you're never gonna be able to recuperate that unless you do some serious work Because once one brand sees that you're free, another brand will be like, oh, she's for free. And then all of a sudden, you can't make any money doing modeling because you have hurt your brand. You damaged your image. Your image is now free anywhere on the internet. No one has to pay you to use it. So obviously this is something I feel very strongly about because living in Utah, all the brands that exist here in the last 5 years have been born and built here by people who live here, and honestly I think it is fantastic that people are able to create these businesses. But at the same time, a lot of these brands in Utah do not want to pay models. They think, oh, we're just a startup company, let's use your cousin because she's pretty and she can just model for us, it's fine. And now they know that, hey, last time we didn't have to pay a model, let's find someone else who'll do it for free. Bottom line is, don't work for free. If someone's making money at the end of the day, you should be getting paid. No amount of free product, free promotion, discount codes, anything else they offer you, that doesn't add up to fat stacks in your bank account, okay? If you work for free, you're hurting your own personal brand. You're hurting the modeling industry around you. So don't say yes to these opportunities. Don't allow these brands to take advantage of you. Alright, that wraps up this video. I hope you learned something from this. I hope now you are more aware of these sorts of arrangements and what these people from these brands are really trying to do. They're not trying to offer you an awesome opportunity, they're just trying to use you. Be smart, protect your value, protect your worth, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please comment down below some things, any thoughts that you have on your mind about this issue, if you've noticed anything else that I forgot to mention, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!